Hi everyone, it's me, Gwendolyn Koken, and today we're going to make soap. Um, Behind me is my herb garden, and I like to process my herbs in a variety of ways. Dry them for teas. I'm really not a tea drinker, but sometimes it's really fun. And or use them fresh and cut them up and put them in alcohol or glycerin or apple cider vinegar for uses with digestion, and like for instance digestion with using the apple cider vinegar infused oils in a salad dressing, so as you're eating them. Now there are a lot of good things that come out of the herbs, and it's best to get a book and not always just listen to people that are talking, because sometimes we can get confused in our memories. So anyway, the one of my favorite things to do with my herbs is to put them into different types of oils. So you can use olive oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil. They all have different like weights and good things for your skins. And then they, after though, with the oils, they have to be dried. Otherwise you'll get mold and stuff. So that's why with the tinctures, you can go ahead and straightly use the alcohol, because there's already some water constituents in there, hydrogen and oxygen. So anyway, the soap that I'm going to make today, it's a cold process soap, and it is done with lye. So I have to mix up the lye and the water, and then I have all my measurements for my oils and different things I want to add into it, and essential oils, close to the other end. But it's a process, and I want to take you with me. I'm a massage therapist, and at Christmas I gave soap to my clients for Christmas, and now some of them actually want to have more. So I have a special blends that I've come up with that I'm going to do for that. And so in order to get this all right, you need some help with your calculations, and soap calc is one that I use, or going to Brambleberry. They have a lye calculation. I think soap calc, once you kind of understand it a little bit, it's really easy to use. Brambleberries, you almost need to know the amounts that you're going to use before you're going to do it, but soap calc kind of helps guide you through that. So there are videos out there about that, so I won't do one today, but I'm going to take you with me. Catch you in the kitchen. Okay, so now we're in the fabulous kitchen, and we're getting our supplies, and we are starting our double boiler. And here's the recipes. Okay, so I have two. One's going to be really big, 44 ounces, and the other one, not so bad. Not so bad, much smaller. Maybe 32 ounces, possibly. Anyway, I've got my oils. This is a violet and creepers. That one's in olive oil. And this one here is a mint in avocado oil. So I thought mint and the cocoa butter would go really good together. Got my hemp seed oil. This one is going to be the larger one. So we have lavender and grapeseed. We have rose and avocado. And then we have dandelion, mullein, and rose in almond and jojoba. And then the castor oil, the beeswax for hardening, the mango butter for another type of conditioning to the skin. And this is the all-important sodium hydroxide. So I'm kind of running out, and I'm expecting another delivery today. So if I don't have enough for both recipes, we're going to have to just wait on one of them. Okay, so I'm going to start measuring out my stuff, and then we will start, we'll do the lye. We're going to go outside and do the lye. But I have my essential oils for smelling, my cutting, the forms for putting things in. We're going to have to line that box with some parchment paper and some of the other forms. And of course the stick blender. And this is beef tallow. I just got this one, thank goodness. That's one of my favorite things to put into soap making. So let's start measuring. The first thing I'm going to measure is the lye. So when you make this mixture, you have to pour the lye into the water, and it's preferred that it's done outside, but you can turn on your fan and open your windows and keep those chemicals out of there. The bad stuff happens right in the beginning, so I'll probably do the mixture right underneath the hood of the stove, and it heats up really high. You can get up to around 200 degrees, and you want to get it down to about 110, and also the oils down to about 110 when you mix them together and do your blending. So the oils can get hot. They can, by the time the harder butters melt and the other stuff gets into it, it can be up to about 140, 170. But you don't want to get it up too high because then it denatures your herbs. So I'm going to measure out my lye first, and then we're going to mix it, and then we're going to, actually, I'm going to melt the butters before I add the oils, but we're going to do the lye first. Okay, so now we're going to do the butters because the butters take a long time to melt, especially the cocoa butter because it's like really sticky hard. It's pretty hard. So I'm going to measure those out and get them onto the double boiler, and then we'll go to the oils. So next is the coconut oil because it's solid at room temperature at coconut oil 76 degrees. So I'm going to start adding those, and then we're going to move on again. Okay, everyone, see that? That's because of the beeswax. So, and probably a little bit of the mango butter. But that's okay because as soon as it all starts melting and mixing up together, it'll be just fine and clear and ready for us to add the lye. I'm going to start measuring temperatures. What temperature here? Okay, so this can start going really fast once the temperatures start going down. I'm going to start with the lye first. Okay. Well, it's going past 120. Ooh, kind of slowing down. The range is like, they want you about 110, but the range can be like 120 to 100 when you mix them. Okay, this is good. It's totally slowing down. So that just gives me a better idea that it's closer. And let's check the oil. Okay, so the oil is hotter. So that tells me right away, get this out of the heat. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this one is definitely hotter. Not too bad. It just went down a little bit. Okay, good. Oh, this is very exciting. Okay, I'm turning this one off too. Just for sakes, I'm going to check it. Oh, it's so close. Okay, this one needs off the heat too. Okay, perfect. So I'm getting ready. And I'm going to take an Amazon box and make it into a form. So I've got my parchment paper and I'm cutting that out, and I'm going to put it in there and tape it up, and then we're going to start getting ready to blend our soap. Okay everyone, the temperatures are about 15 degrees apart, so it's just about time to start. I had to put the oils on top of some cold water to cool those down a little bit. And actually one of the lye mixtures I had to put into hot water to make sure it didn't get too cool. So now we're going to measure out our fragrances, because once we get those together and start using our stick blender, it's going to go to trace rather quickly. Trace is when you can lift it out, your blender out, and go across it and almost write your name. And that's when you want to add, at the beginning of that, you want to add your essential oils, because soon it's going to go really fast and want to solidify, and then you got to get it into your molds before that happens. So we're going to measure our fragrances. For the first one, we're going to use spearmint and lemongrass. I mean, lemongrass just smells wonderful. But they both have the medicinal properties, and they are essential oils, so the medicinal properties will be going into it. And I'm using like 2 ounces per pound of oil, so we're gonna measure that out. And then the other one that we have is lavender, tea tree, and ylang ylang. I think that this is calming and relaxing, and it's going to go really good with all the other medicinal properties that we have in the other soap. And again, like 2 ounces to a pound, so this one will have more. Woo! I just got a little taste of this stuff. Okay, so we're going to measure out our essential oils. Oh, good. That's gonna take a lot. Ah, that's fascinating. Only got about 4.5. Hold on, folks. I gotta get more oil. I had another backup of lemongrass. Still not enough. Finally. Okay, it's time to start blending because it's gonna go really fast, like I said. So, here we go. I'm gonna actually put you on fast time because it's gonna be kind of noisy and kind of weird. So here we go. Okay, that about wraps it up. So I'm going to put alcohol on them. It's supposed to get rid of the soda ash that happens if it cools down too quickly. And what you do now is you put the alcohol on them, and you have to have them wrapped in a blanket for 16 to 24 hours, and then you take them out of their molds and then you cut them. So we're going to need to get back up to that tomorrow, but I'm going to go ahead and put them away, and yes, I'll show you the alcohol thing though. Okay, alcohol. This is the back side. I don't know how much it matters on that one, but that's okay. Oh, it's just so cute. My plan is to cut it down the middle and then make smaller pieces. Using what you have. And that's my cutter. So this is where they're going to sit for the night. They've been sprayed and boxed and covered. Now I'm going to put a blankie on them. Okay, so it's wrapped very nice and warm, and we will do the reveal and the cut mañana. Hi everyone, it's the next day, and we are going to do the soap reveal. Got it all packaged up, blankets on, sitting on top of the cutting board. We'll get back to you. Just getting on the gloves. And here we go. We've got a little robe here. A blanket. My assistant is going to come closer to look into the magic box. Yes! Soap. That's nice. Just pop this out right now. Oh, sweet. We got this mold from Michael's. Senya got some melt and pour soap mixes with some mica and stuff, and so we picked this one up at Michael's. That one could have been better. That's okay. And so I'm just pushing from behind So this one, Mark, this one is curious. It's an Amazon box. There's no leakage. Here we go. Ready? Open sesame. Yes! Okay, so I'm going to take out the parchment and I'll show you how I did this parchment. We taped it in. One tape's released. Hand, just gently. It's still kind of soft, which is why you take it out now. Oh, box form. Okay, so I measure it, and I cut, and I have these flaps up, and then we come around it. So that creates that seam, so it doesn't leak out. You can use any kind of box. Oh, lovely. Oh, this is absolutely lovely. Okay, this is great. Oh, yes. So what I want to do with this one is cut here and then make the slices. So we're going to take it over here to the parchment. And I'm going to cut just like butter. Oh, it's nice. Ah, that was nice. Okay, so here we are, everyone. I don't know if you can see, but I've got a little marker there, and I'm actually going to cut the end off. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll just use this for the family. Oh, yes. That's good. I'm going to cut a few more. I mean, it could have been a little taller, a little deeper. Maybe this big would be good. But that's what you get when you use an Amazon box. You never know how deep your soap is. But I still like it. It's still so sweet. And it smells good. Okay. So, now I'm going to show you this one though. This is not as easy to pop out. And you know, there's a I think it's sodium lactate, that if you added sodium lactate to your mix at the end of the when you get your trays and you start adding in your essential oils, it helps things come away from the molds easier. So, and I knew that, but I didn't use it, even though I have some from Brambleberry. Brambleberry. She's so sweet, and they're from Washington, and all kinds of supplies, books, kits. You know, she doesn't just do soap. She's got a whole unit. Okay, come on. I'm trying. Oh, I can feel it. It's starting to let go. Yes, kitty, you have to wait. Meow, meow. This is going to be the longest part of the video. I think this is why, though, I like the parchment paper better than the molds. Molds are kind of fun, but all right. So, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm not trying to sell this stuff. So I'm gonna cut a piece for everybody. Well, this is a nice size. That's a nice size soap. Different soaps, different oils, very similar. one more here. And then I'll finish up this project. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And these are herb infused oils from our garden. Thank you for loving our garden as much as we do. Bye! Hello. One last thing, everyone. You need to wait 6 to 8 weeks before you use your soap. There is a chemical process that it needs to go to, saponification, where the lye turns all of the oils and butters into the soap. So right now, you could actually get a little bit burned by your stuff if you use that. So please be careful. And when you make your soap, give it minimum 6 weeks. And thank you for watching again.